Hey guys, it's Eric from Flex Apparel, and today we're going to be talking about the Nike Air Max 2 CB 94s. Check it out. So, the whole Charles Barkley shoe line was released in the mid-90s and continued into the 2000s by Nike. Now, the original shoe in this shoe line was called the Nike Air Force Max CBs and looked something like this. These shoes were released in the 1993-1994 NBA season, released in the latter portion, and they were technically released in 1994. Now, these shoes didn't sell as well because they had less than half of a season to even hit the shelves and sell before the next model came out, which is the ones I have right here. The differences between this shoe, which is the second shoe Charles Barkley had, and the first shoe was that there was a Velcro strap that went up and down on the tongue. That is obviously not on the shoe. Another difference was that there was a Nike swoosh on the side. This is not on the shoe. There's just the Nike's sign and lettering, I guess you could call it. One thing that is similar is the teeth. Those were taken off of the original shoe, and the air bubble that wraps around back here, that was also taken off the original shoe. Now, this particular shoe, the Nike Air Max 2 CB94s, were released in 1994 for the 1994-95 season. These had a whole entire year to sell before the next shoe came out, which was the CB34s, and these sold really well and they were very popular. They were so popular, in fact, that they were retroed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. In 2003, these shoes were retro for the first time. Now, these do look a little bit older, but in fact, these were the second re-retro shoes in 2009. And if you guys were paying attention to sneaker news as of late, this shoe was yet again retroed in 2015. Talking a little bit about this shoe, going around it a bit. We have a leather portion that wraps around the toe box of the shoe and comes up and to the first part of the laces here. That is accented by a tumbled leather with a little bit of air holes so that it's easier to breathe. Coming around the midsole, we do have more leather with holes, but instead of air holes for your feet, these are just styling holes. That sounds so weird. Anyways, then there's more tumbled leather with more air holes on the side here on the midsole. And coming around the back, we have just straight up leather with the Nike Air symbol. Another difference from this shoe that was not on the original Charles Barkley shoe was up here. It was a thicker tongue and it said Nike Air, I believe. And on this shoe, it just says Air Max with a little 2 and it's kind of a circle. And it has a C on it, and I think that is for Charles Barkley. One of the cool features about this is it has little elastic straps between all of the laces. Now the laces actually come up and the eyelets of the laces are in lace locks. This colorway, talking about this colorway, getting into it, this colorway was actually introduced in 2009 as white/metallic silver. Doing a lot of research after I got these shoes, after I acquired them, I found that it was really difficult to find this exact shoe in this exact colorway. The model wasn't hard to find. The Nike Air Max 2 CB94s are a very well-known shoe. As I said, they've been retroed not once, twice, but 3 times. But the colorway was actually very difficult to find. The reason for that is because it's actually a really rare colorway. These shoes, as I did more research, they popped up. I used the serial number from the inside of the tag. That's a good trick if you guys can't find shoes, find a certain colorway of shoes, always use the style number on the inside tag of the shoe. These shoes, I was searching around, I found some of them, and I found when they originally came out. They originally retailed for either $120 or $140. I kept getting mixed numbers. But these now go on eBay for upwards of $350, as I can show you a couple screenshots right here. These are actually $10 Goodwill shoes. So I picked these up for $10 at Goodwill. If you guys haven't seen Trip to Thrift number 1 or 2, go check those out. That's where I got these shoes. But yeah, $10, $9.99 at the old Goodwill. And yeah, so if you guys want to own this pair of Nike Air Max 2 CB94s, they can be yours for only $170 on Kixify. That's what I'm selling them for. And there you go. So, all in all, this shoe is a very iconic shoe, although I do think it's a little bit weird looking in all white, but it's a rare colorway, and I'm happy that I picked these shoes up for only $9.99. They can be yours again. Check the Kixify link down below. And just before I sign off here, I'd like to say that we will be coming out with another review, not a review, but just talking about the Shaq pumps, and that will be, we'll give a brief history of those, go into detail of the ones Connor got. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this brief history about the Charles Barkley shoe line and showing you guys the Nike Air Max 2 CB94s. Peace.